Hello everyone, Jedi Monk 1111 here. I've been thinking a lot lately about apologies, making amends, and how important that is. It's important for many reasons. One, you validate the person who you've harmed, who you've either betrayed or lied to or taken from or cheated on or whatever. And this is not something to be used as a tool of leverage that gives you the advantage over a situation or gets you back into good graces with someone so that you can pick up where you left off. That is not the nature of an amends and a genuine, heartfelt apology. These have to come from a place of humility, and how we get there is you're going to want to own your part. You're going to want to sit down, write out the truth, not the lies you tell yourself about it, not the denial or the delusion or the BS that got you through it and allowed you to satiate your conscience, right? Because your conscience is still there. Your subconscious mind knows the truth. And you can lie to yourself on one side of that deal, but your subconscious knows the truth. And what happens is that causes cognitive dissonance, right? So now your mind is disturbed, so you can't sleep at night. You have anxiety problems, you have depression problems, and guess what? A lot of people turn to drugs and alcohol. They're gonna anesthetize the problem and not feel the feelings that come along with it. They're gonna take sleeping pills to deal with the anxiety that they're trying to cope with. And none of that is a solution. None of it is a valid, viable solution to the problem. And all you're going to have to do is take more drugs, take more alcohol, take more sleeping pills, or have more sex, whatever your outlet, or stuff your face with more food, whatever the outlet is, So if you have hurt someone in a relationship, or by treating them poorly, or betrayed them, or lied to them, or about them, or anything like that, it's going to be disturbing for you. You not only hurt them, but you hurt yourself. And in the realm of the spiritual, just as with the subconscious mind, nothing is forgotten. Nothing is forgotten. And so until you clean up that mess, until you do the soul searching, humble yourself, write it out on a piece of paper, write out the truth. I lied to him and I cheated on him. I lied to her, I cheated on her. She didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that. And if you take these steps, you not only help yourself, not in the way you're thinking if you're selfish and self-centered and, oh, I'm going to get them back. That's not the message here. That's not, you're the person that's going to cause more damage. This isn't about what you get out of the situation. It's the exact opposite, because what you will get are spiritual things like peace, serenity, the ability to rest your head on your pillow at night, knowing that not only do you know the truth, you have spoken to the truth, that you no longer deceive yourself or others about the truth, that you have taken the most courageous step in your life, which is owning your part and trying to make it right. And if you make an amends after you've gone through this process of documenting who, what, where, and how, and you want to go and clean up your side of the street, be very delicate about that. There may be some people it's best we don't go to. Maybe they've moved on and they're happily married, and now we're going to go in and rock the boat for them, and the idea is not to cause more harm, but to validate them and try to help undo some harm. And that could be with a letter, a true heartfelt letter of, I'm ashamed for my actions that caused you harm. How I did you was wrong. What I have done to you is wrong. I know it is wrong because I've been feeling it ever since I did it. And that's what's keeping me awake at night. That's what's driving me crazy, where I'm anxious all the time and depressed, and I can't seem to get my life on track in a meaningful way. I can't generate good, healthy connections with healthy people. But once you make that amends, once you reach into your heart and own your truth and make that amends, then you will begin to get peace and shake up that cognitive dissonance. It starts to dissipate, and that sets you free. That sets free a lot of your energy so that you can do better things. And then you have a choice from that moment on. Do I continue causing harm to others? Or do I cease and desist with those selfish, self-centered behaviors? Do I speak my truth, stand on it, and own my mistakes like a lady or a gentleman? And when you do this, some people are receptive to it, and some people are not. Some people have forgiven you a long time ago in their own healing because they had to. They learned the higher value and the meaning of forgiveness, right? So you're going to want to forgive yourself as well. After you, in this process, forgiving yourself is a part of it. We all make mistakes, but it's our option to stand on them and own them and be responsible and accountable for them, or live in denial, live in delusion, live in confusion, seek out thrills, cheap thrills and cheap adventures. Because what's going to happen at some point in your life, you're going to hit this stage where you look back. You're going to realize either you have a wake, what's left in your wake is the carnage, like the scene from The Road Warrior with bodies burn out and cars burn up and black smoke on the horizon, or you're going to look back and see all the gardens, all the flowers, and all the happy people that loved you because you were a light in this world. You sowed good seeds. You helped others. You lived in your truth. You didn't have a false mask. You didn't have, alternate personalities where you're an angel over here, the pillar of the church, and then a harlot over here in some brothel. The choice is ours, but we have to live and own our own truth, and that's what karma is all about. When karma swoops back around, you can try to lie to karma. You can try to lie to God. You think they're stupid? You think they're going to buy your bullshit and believe it? Really? You think you get away with it? Wow. That is insane. No wonder why you're going crazy and you can't sleep. It's really simple. It's elementary. The problem is ego and pride. That's shame masked as pride, shame masked as ego, and fear underneath it all. Fear of the truth being known. Because somewhere in your history, someone gave you the idea that it's okay to lie. It's okay to deceive others. It's okay to cheat, to steal, to lie, to do whatever you want. It's okay. Just lie about it. But what they forgot to tell you was, mind you, everything you do is recorded. Not only in your subconscious mind, but also in the realm of the ethereal, the realm of the spirit. So you will escape nothing. You will escape nothing, and karma will bring back to you every single thing you have done to others so that you know what it feels like, so that you understand the pain, the heartbreak, the confusion, so that you will reap what you have sown. So the choice is yours. What do you wish to reap? And I know it's terrifying to look at your track record and the past and all that, and to own it, document it, and try to make things right. But I'm here to tell you that is your path to freedom. That is your path to happiness. That is the way out of misery, confusion, stress, anxiety, depression. That is the way out, is to make things right with other souls souls that loved you, souls that cared for you, or that you've just simply cheated out of money or stolen from, you know? Until you do those things, until you make those amends from the heart, understanding that all the confusion you've been living with is your karma. That was yours. You created that. That was your fruit to eat. No one else was responsible but you. But you can make peace. You can. You can be honest. I know you can. You can make things as right as you can. And whether they accept your apology or amends or not, at least you're living in truth now. You're not going to be trapped in cognitive dissonance anymore on that matter or any other matter that you make a dutiful amends over. So I encourage you, go back in your history and write down what you've done and be truthful with yourself. This is between you, God, yourself, and when it comes time to make that amends to that other party or parties, you can do it, and you can set yourself free, and in some small measure you can validate them, and that will help them as well. Even if they've already forgiven you as a part of their healing so that they could move on, it sends out a new ripple into time and space, and that affects the entire collective of humanity little by little. You see, all these problems we have out here in the world today are people living in denial, self-deception, and deceiving others and cheating others, and the pain and the hurt and the harm that it causes. How sad. We have such an incredible potential as human beings. And remember, there's more to life. There is more to being human than you may realize or see. There's more to life than just this physical world. And you can be a lot happier in it and help to create a lot more happiness for yourself and for others when you step into what you were really created to be, right? In the likeliness and the image of a grand creator who operates from a high frequency of love, compassion, mercy, grace, forgiveness. So take that step, those steps. Take those steps to make things right. And give yourself a little break. You need to forgive yourself as well. We all make mistakes. The question is, how far do you need to double down on your mistakes to try to cover up the fact that you made a mistake, that you're not perfect? Don't let your ego get in the way of a happy, healthy life for yourself, your family, and others. And on that note, this is Jedi Monk 1111. Do me a favor, if you want to get this message out to more people, please hit the like button, subscribe, share, make a comment even. I'll try to answer any questions that you have in your comments. And until next time, I wish you well, one and all.